Hey everybody. Hi, it's Carrie. I'm here for, excuse me, wow, a Tiny Tip Tuesday. I am, wow, glad I grabbed a water. I am getting my thing ready so I can see who's watching and see any comments. So, hi everybody. Before y'all get here, I guess I'll grab some water real quick. So today is Tiny Tip Tuesday, but I debated on if I was going to do this today or not, because I do have something else prepared, but I decided to do a paper pumpkin alternative. Hi, I'm not sure who that is. Hi, Susan. So I looked at this paper pumpkin and I wasn't real sure what I thought about it. So let me show you. I've got some of it pulled away. So it comes with this nice stamp set, which has a couple of different butterflies, a little, can't think of what it's called, caterpillar. And then it's all like really positive stuff. Every day is a new day. Beautiful things take time. I believe in you. This new season may this new season hold wonderful new experiences. And I am so proud of who you became. Who you're becoming. Sorry, I can read, honest. And then some like little flowers. So I've got some of them already out that I'm going to be using. It came with 3 each of these really cute envelopes. They're white, but the insides are really beautiful. And of course, you know, it's fun to tear up the envelopes and use them for something else. But, and then it came with 2 die cut sheets like this. I think it's 2. They're really, oh, no, it was 3. You get 3 because I already have one open. So you get 3 of these die cut sheets, which I will be using parts of that also. Came with a Melon Mambo Stampin' Spot. And then these are the cards. I've only got 2 of them here, but you get 3 of each one. But you see what I mean by being unusual? They fold, the idea is to fold like this. And then you can write a little bit here, but your sentiment is for on the back. So it's kind of unusual, and they're all pretty similar as to how they work, except this one. This one has a moon and some of the stars. You poke them out, and then it shows through. If you see the sample here, it shows through to the opening. Okay, but this one I changed a lot. That one I changed a bit, and this one just a teeny tiny whiny ooshka bit. So here we go. I am going to go ahead and show you some of these. So on this first one, I am going to use my Stamparatus because I like to remind you guys of my favorite Stamparatus tip in the whole wide world for when you have kits. So I'm going to put on my hinged plate. And I forgot to grab a scrap. So there we go. Then you're definitely going to want the little paper pumpkin notes in here. And then I want to use this tag. So I'm going to pop that out. And then I have the sentiment. What did I do with it? I had it stuck. Oh, there it is. It fell off. Okay. So I'm just going to set this right here. I'm not worried about it being straight right now. And I'm just going to pick it up like you normally do. You guys know how that works. Better grab at least one of my magnets, right? So we're going to need that in a second. So I'm going to ink up the sentiment with the Stampin' Spot. Spots are my favorite thing to use with the Stamparatus. I really, really like them a lot. And I'm going to press down. And then I can see beautiful things take time. I don't like how that S is a little too goopy. So I'm going to get that off, clean it up a little bit. Now I can take my label. And I know that there's what is this Melon Mambo right there. And I can see that it's crooked. So I'm just going to set this on there and I can kind of see where it is. Put down my magnet. And then I'm going to ink this up. This is a brand new spot, so it's pretty juicy. So I'm going to try to be a little more not so squishy with it. Oh, oops. And then I can slide my label back in to the hole that I was just looking through to line it up, right? And press. And then I get it right where I want it on the label. That's my favorite tip ever for the Stamparatus. If you do not have a Stamparatus, there are so many other reasons to use it. I will be demonstrating this again at Megameet. So you will see more stuff with that at Megameet if you come by booth 426, right in the center of everything. We are there. Also, this is going to be fun next week. My son suggested that he's going to be there Saturday for us for part of the day. And he is going to video me with my phone while I do my Saturday sip at Megameet. At least that's the plan. So the timing on that may not be like normal, like, you know, noonish. I don't really know. But it could be really interesting with all the noise and the stuff going on, but we'll see. We will see how that goes. So I'm going to set that aside too. So I'm going to start with this one, which I'm doing pretty similar to what they say. So I'm going to start out pretty simple, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my bone folder to score these pieces so that they are down. And then I'm going to put this on here so that it's sticking out like that. Is this the one? Yep, because it's got the little cocoon in there. So I am going to I'm not going to use my, I'm not going to use my Stampin Dimensionals on that. I'm thinking this might be empty. If it isn't, it's really close. So I'm only going to put adhesive on part of this. Oh, not empty. So that's good. So I'm going to set that right there. Maybe I'll do it up higher. Hang on. I know this is going to go up here, so I don't want it to interfere. So there we go. We'll put it right there. Now, for this, I bought wobbles. You'll be happy, Susan. I went out and bought wobbles. I know I like to make them from scratch, but I did go and buy some wobbles on Amazon. And these are for the butterfly. Now, one thing I found was I had to trim off the ends of the wobbles in order for it to fit right on the butterfly, because I wanted it in the center. So when you get your wobbles, you can get 2 different sizes. That's the 12 pack. And I think there's like a 48 pack. And I think these are probably the smaller ones. I think they have different sizes. I don't know. It's been a while since I picked them up. So now I'm going to hold this up so I can see what I'm doing. And hopefully it will not show. Okay. Because I didn't want it to show underneath. And then you just peel off. I don't think it matters what end is what end. I don't think it cares which end is up and which end is down. I just don't think it cares. But anyway, I just thought this one deserved a little wobbliness on the card. So, come off, come off, come off. Okay, there we go. So now when you have the wobble, whoops, you can see there's a spring. I know, Susan, you know that. So I'm going to set this so that the butterfly now is wobbly. How cute is that, right? So you still can write. You can write a little bit here, but I don't like to see all this writing. So, but you do have the back. Now, the only thing is if you're going to do this with the wobble, you're going to end up with a lump when you go to write. So you may want to fill this out before you attach anything that's dimensional onto the card. Because this one you can fold, and be able to write pretty well. But there you go. And then it can look really cute in this envelope. I am going to add a little bit of bling with Wink of Stella to this little guy, because it just seems like he should be a little shiny, don't you think? And I know it's kind of hard to see this, I think, in videos. Sometimes you can't really see when Wink of Stella is on the video, but I can see it. and the person who gets this card should be able to see it too. It's just, it takes, I just think my camera doesn't really pick it up. I'm not sure. So Susan, since you're in the warm weather, you know, we had like 80 degrees this weekend and now it's like 50. It's crazy. Anyway, so there's the card. Fun, right? So I hope you guys like this one. This is my first one. It's not really an alternative very much, except I added the bling. You can see their suggestion is very similar. So it's not too different from what they suggested, but a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, so now here is another one that I've actually changed quite a bit. I actually am turning it into 2 cards, and that is the black one, this one. Okay, so I'm turning that one into 2 cards. So what I did was I poked all the holes out of the front of the card here. Okay, so I've got those. I took the envelope and I cut it up. Okay, I have more of it, and then we'll do that one in a minute. And then I just took a piece of thick basic white, and this is going to be my card base. So let me score that. And then I'm going to glue this piece down. I'm going to use my awesome liquid glue, which I love, love, love. You know, when everybody was using liquid glue like a while ago, I was like, whatever. Just use the other stuff. But now that I use it all the time, I love it so much. I like really strong glues, like the like the Stampin' Seal, but sometimes I just want to be able to play. So now this was one I was debating. I was going to lay it just flat on there, which would be totally fine. But I've decided, hey, I have black Stampin' Dimensionals. So I have little ones too. I can't see them. Okay, but I've got, oh, they're right behind here. That's why. Okay, so I am going to use my Stampin' Dimensionals. And again, why do I never remember to grab my take your pick tool? I do not know, but sometimes I just forget. I have 2 of them. I just keep forgetting to put them together. Okay, so I'm going to pop this up. And the reason I'm doing that is I think it's going to give the stars a little bit more dimension. And now see, this is why I wanted to have my little ones too, because I knew that there were some corners. I trimmed this down quite a bit. It's not half. And it's not really, I don't even remember now. I just kept trimming it down. This one is 5 1/4 by 4. So this is like a smidgen smaller than that. And like I said, I'm using some of the small ones because I knew they were going to be close to the stars in the corners. So there we go. That should be plenty of them, right? All right. So I have stuff everywhere. Typical me. All right. So now I'm going to peel all these off. And then when I stick it on, it will be more fun. So when like I said, when I got this, I really didn't think I was going to care for this. You know, I don't love every single paper pumpkin. In case you were wondering, no, I don't love every single paper pumpkin. But I don't know if you guys can see it on the video, but I think it's fun that it's kind of dimensional now. I'm going to take some Wink of Stella, and I am going to add it to this also. Again, you may not see it as well, but I'm going to just add it in a couple of places. On some of these, I'm not doing a really great job, but just add a tiny bit of sparkle onto some of these stars, like especially the ones that are a little whiter. And then I have, these are actually from last month's, these gems are from last month's paper pumpkin. And this month comes with gems. I have them somewhere. But I decided I wanted these. And then it had this to pop out of the dies, right? So I'm going to put that also on a black dimensional. And it is not very centered. So let me see if I can scoot it over a little bit. There we go. And it goes there. And this definitely needs some Wink of Stella, don't you think? Definitely. So I would actually, I'm only doing one coat, but I'm probably going to go back over this again, especially the star, once the Wink of Stella dries, and give it a little more oomph. And then I'm going to take some of these little gems from last month's paper pumpkin, and I'm just going to place them around. I'm not going to put them necessarily where the stars are, because I don't think they need to be where the stars are. They're just other sparkly stars. So we'll put it right there. Okay, so there's one, right? Now, I told you I cut up the envelope, right? So this is the flap to the original envelope. It's actually a little bit shorter. I trimmed it down a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I want to know where the crease is. So on the crease part, I am going to run the Stampin' Seal. But on this part, because I want to be able to maneuver a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and use the liquid glue. And I'm not putting it on the outside. I'm putting it on the inside. But I wanted to know where this fold was, because it's going to have to go with this fold. And then I have to lift this up in order to tuck that in. So, you know, you can see that it shows a little bit, but it's still pretty, right? And you end up with this glue and a little bit of the glue from the original envelope. But then, you know, you've got a fun matching envelope to this card. Fun, right? I hope you guys like that one. No, it doesn't. You can see right here is the end of the envelope, and here's the end of the color. Because I cut it for the back of this, I do have another piece of it right here, and I thought about using it, but I just decided not to, because when you tear it open, it does that, and I could have stuck that underneath, but you would have noticed it. So I don't think your friends will care that much. I mean, a fancy envelope is a fancy envelope, right? So, okay, so there's that card. And then I had the other piece from it, right? I had this piece. So I trimmed that one down. And I've got some balmy blue cardstock for my card base for this one. Hang on. And I would definitely put a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 basic white in there. And then this one's going to be super simple. I'm just going to glue this one down. Before I do, though, I'm going to stamp it. I'm not using my Stamparatus this time because not everybody has one. And this one says, "Every day is a new day." And I'm going to stamp it right here on this cloud in balmy blue. Okay, it gets a little, that's not splooshes, that's openings in the cloud. So you know, you might want to use a basic black, but I kind of wanted it to flow with the coloring and how the clouds are sort of wispy. So it's kind of ethereal. I don't know why I can't say that word today. Okay, so now that is going to go right in the center. And then I grabbed, the pop-out has gray clouds. Okay. Well, I don't want gray clouds on this card. This is a happy card, right? So I'm flipping them over, and I'm going to take the balmy blue ink and my awesome blending brush, and I'm just going to flick the edges a little bit. and just get them a little bit blue. Just a little bit, not a lot. Like there it seemed to get a little carried away, so I need to kind of fix that a little. So just enough to kind of give it a little bit of color. Because I didn't think, I mean, to me that looked flat when I put it on there, just white. So I thought it needed a little bit more color. So blending brushes are the bomb. And you see, I use this one for every blue. Whatever blue I'm doing, it's blue. And I just put a label on them so I remember what color is what. Because sometimes when they get, this is obviously looks very blue, but they don't always. Hi, Sarah. Yes. Okay. Oh, yes. In the original envelope. You're right, Sarah. In the original envelope, it actually goes, all the way on both sides. I don't know if you can see that, which is why it's fun to rip them open and play with them. Sorry about that, guys. Let me get some more water, because I have a couple of more things to do with this. So now I'm going to need my white dimensionals to put on these clouds. Okay, I think that one's going to go there, but I don't want to stick it down yet until I know for sure what I'm doing. Okay. All right. You know what? Before I glue that down, why not? The Wink of Stella is here. I am going to shine up my sun. I think I am running out on this one. Good thing I have more. Okay. Again, I don't think you guys can see it, but I can see it, and I know that there's Wink of Stella on there. So it makes my sun a little bit shinier. So there you go. 2 cards from 1 card and an envelope. So fun, right? Okay, so there's that one. Now I have one more for you. And this one should be fun. This one I'm going to be using Bermuda Bay and Melon Mambo. I just grabbed my big pack for this one. And what I'm going to do is I'm taking this card and then I cut an envelope out of cardstock. Okay. This was actually Stampin' Up. Once upon a time used to sell cardstock envelopes, and I just saved one. Hi Terry. So I'm using that as my base, but I am going to trim this just a little bit, just about a quarter. I want to make sure I don't really destroy that. So I'm going to do it about a 1/2 inch. I'm just going to cut that off. And then I am going to use my, not there, but it is here. Oh, that's why it fell. Okay. All right. So I'm going to use my tear and tape. And if you want to, and you have a circle punch, which I know Stampin' Up! Doesn't really sell them anymore, but I've kept all of mine, and you've probably kept all of yours. And you can just kind of go make a little nudgy there. I didn't center that very well, but that's okay. And then, so it's going to be a gift card holder on this one. So I'm going to put the tear and tape really close to the edge. So that I have room for my card to slide well. Hey, Amber, thanks for sharing. Hi, Michelle. I'm glad you like the yellow behind the stars, Michelle. I think I'm saying your name right. Michelle, maybe? Okay, but you can see, you can stick a credit card in there. So you have that. Obviously, it's upside down. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to I'm just going to use tear and tape again because I want to be sure, at least in parts of this, that it stays. I do this sometimes with tear and tape. If I don't want to tear and tape the whole thing, I'll just put it in some places where I know I want it to be strong. And then I just add any other adhesive that I want. And then I'm going to pick this off again. So this is what I find. Sometimes the cards from Paper Pumpkin, I love them exactly as they are, like last month. And then that set that is sold out now, by the way, that they brought back for a short time. I think you can still get the refills of it. But anyway, so now I've got that, right? Okay, so now there's my card. I can write what I want, but I decided I also want something on here. So I grabbed another piece of basic white, and I am using Bermuda Bay because that's one of the colors. And this one says, I believe in you. So I'm going to stamp that right there. And then I took the half butterfly from the stamp set, and I'm doing that one in the Melon Mambo. And isn't that cute? I mean, it's just cute, especially those two colors together are just fun. So we've got that, and I'm going to adhere that inside my envelope card. You can make this bigger if you want. I had this piece and it was already cut, and I thought, hey, it works. So there you go, right? There's the inside of the card. But when someone opens it, it's going to look like, you could mail this if you wanted to and just put a little seal right here. And then you could mail it. But I'm actually going to do something a little different. So I score all of my pieces here. Well, they're already scored, but you know what I mean. And then I am going to take where's my one that's already opened, already cut up? Here it is. Okay, so I'm going to take this flower and I'm going to put it right there. Okay, so what I'm going to do so I know where it's at, I'm going to go like this. And then, should have opened that first. And then I'm just going to put some adhesive like that, because then I know that my flower will be where I want it to be. So there's that one, right, so far. And then I may decide I want to add some more flowers to it. I didn't plan this, but you know me, fly by the seat of my pants kind of gal. So, so there's that. And then I think I'll use some dimensionals on these, because why not? I have them out, right? So let me just get some dimensionals on the flowers. I thought there were 4 of them. There's a big one around here somewhere. There it is. Okay, so now I can decide where I want them in just 1 minute, because I'm going to show you what I want to do to seal that. I think I showed you guys this before. I bought some teeny tiny whiny little magnets. They are uber strong, like ridiculously strong. They're earth magnets, but they're teeny tiny. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some glue dots that we sell them in the roll, but I have so many from Paper Pumpkins that it's ridiculous. So I am going to put one, let me turn that upside down. I'm going to put one right there. And then I'm going to take off the backing and grab a magnet, if it will let me grab a magnet. There we go. Oh, now that's two magnets together. Isn't that funny? Let go. Let go. There we go. And then, I guess I should have left that one on there, actually. I should have. So we'll go ahead and magnetize that back up again. And I'm going to put a glue dot on that and pop it off. These little things came from Amazon also. These little magnets. Thank you, Brenda. Thanks, Jane. This size is 5 times 1 is what 5x1, and there are 200 in here. There's probably still 195 in here or something like that. Because they're just so small. So yeah, and they are like your Stamparatus magnets. So see, now I have a magnet to close my envelope. So let me stick on some fun flowers, and like I said, these are going to be dimensional, and I have no rhyme or reason. The only thing I want to watch out for is I wouldn't want to put one over on a crease, right, over on an edge, because that wouldn't be good. And then let's see, put that one up there. And then now I want to find the gems that came with this. Here they are. So this set did come with some fun gems, and actually the directions had them on some of the cards. I just, I don't always follow the rules. What can I tell you? I know the magnets are fun, aren't they, Jane? They're so fun. And you can make one of these envelopes if you have like an envelope maker. Now these aren't centered, these things. They're kind of unusual shapes. So they don't necessarily go with the circle and the flowers. I think I'm going to put 2 on this one. But so what? They're fun. They're actually really pretty. Oh, there it is. It's on my finger. Do you guys get things stuck to your fingers as often as I do? I mean, it's like ridiculous how much I get stuck to my fingers. It's a little scary, in fact. It's like, oh dear. Okay, so here you go. That's the outside. Then it's magnetized. The person would open it up and open it again, and they'd have a fun gift card in there. You could fold up some cash, so isn't that fun? Just fun, fun, fun. Whoops. So there's one card. Here is the other one and its counterpart. And then this envelope goes with this one, which is just super simple with the wobble. So there you go. Those are my Paper Pumpkin alternatives. Remember, if you want to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, go to my website, memoryinkers.com, and just go up in the search box. You're right. These would be great for graduation cards. Yes, absolutely perfect for them, Terry. Go there and subscribe, and you can buy them one a month. You can buy a subscription where they just bill you every month. But go ahead and go to my website. They also make great gifts. I think they're awesome. So, oh yeah, I think it's my favorite too, Amber. Although I love playing with the floppy doos on them. So, all right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Again, I will be making some videos with new products very soon for you guys. And I'm trying to decide when Party Week is going to be. It's really going to be hard for me to do Party Week next week, even though the catalog goes live on the 3rd. So I may start it and then extend it out. I know that the party is going to be on Thursday the 12th. I think it's the 12th at 7 o'clock. If enough people buy the kit, I will turn it into a bingo. The kit is $30. $5 to ship it to you if you order it before next Wednesday, or it'll be $8 to ship after that. Or you can pick it up if you're going to Mega Meet. You can pick one up for just the $30, no shipping. So I will have a limited number of them there. So hopefully we can get our bingos going. Thanks, Michelle. I appreciate that. So have a blessed and wonderful week, everybody. I will see you soon. Bye.